This is the Arn Show. Paul Bromwell here with you on the Four Horsemen Network. And as always, I'm joined by my partner and friend, the Hall of Famer, founder of the Four Horsemen, the creator of the Spine Buster 1A of Tag Team Wrestling, Arn Anderson. Arn, how are you this week, and how did you like that opener?
You know what you just did? And I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. You are the producer, avant-garde, apparently. You made me look like a big shot. And that takes some doing, bud. Nice piece. Hope everybody likes it.
You know what? Listen, I've been noodling around trying to figure out, how do I get us a cool opener? Where do I begin? And I was going through YouTube looking at stuff, Worldwide Wrestling, the music of my childhood. How much have we overdone that phrase? But my goodness, when I heard that song and I saw how it opened with the pictures from back in my day, I'm like, we can do that with Arn. We can replicate that. We can make that magic happen and bring back that vibe to the Arn Show. So, man, I'm so glad to hear that you enjoy it. And I can't wait to hear what all of you think in the comments and post-show and the YouTube comments. So hopefully you all enjoyed it.
I love it. For the record, thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Well, listen, you know what also I love is this show that we do once a month. It's because we welcome all of you, and I see you in the comments, in the chat. The questions have been flying in already, even before we start this show, Arn. Ask Arn almost anything. And listen, I got to remind all of you, we do have the super chat function, and it's a great way to make sure number one, your questions are asked, but it's also a great way for all of you to express gratitude and thankfulness to Arn and help support him. He's trying to enjoy, what do we call it, a semi-retired life, Arn? You're still making appearances, but I would call it semi-retired.
It's a little more than that.
Okay. All right.
You know, for example, I mean, September, the calendar is completely clean. But you know, I'm a fruitcake for football.
Yeah, I know you are.
I mean, so many years I went without seeing any of the Georgia games or any of the Panther games for that part. So I love football. So I'm going to get to watch some in September and enjoy that.
Love it. So good. And we'll get into football. I already saw some questions about football in the chat, so we'll dive into that. A lot of great topics already there, a lot of fun topics, which I can't wait to ask you some questions. Before we do, as typical on this show, we talk about appearances, and the two appearances we're going to highlight are both for Brock, and it's this coming weekend. He's in Cary, North Carolina, FWE Mind Games. That's this coming Saturday, the 30th. FWElive.com. You can find out more about his appearance there, and he's wrestling a big event there. And then he follows it up on Sunday, the 31st in Salisbury for AML. Arn, I know you're a big fan of that company and what they're doing for wrestling, but he's going to be there on the 31st, East Rowan High School. You can still buy tickets. You can meet the stars at 1:30, which is great, meet and greet time. And then the first match is at 4. So make sure you come out if you're in the area and support Brock Anderson. Arn, I know he would appreciate it. I know you do. And there's a lot of great talent at these shows.
Absolutely. And the shows themselves are excellent. So if you're in driving range, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you haven't seen one of the shows. But get out and see it. These guys work hard, and you got some talented guys going to be there.
Hey, CW will be there, Brittany will be there, and so make sure it's, like you said, a roster full of talented men and ladies. So make sure you check it out, and just great people too. So go out and support them. Man, they do this because they're passionate, they love the sport, but they love to entertain all of you. So make sure you go out and look for those shows. Last thing I'll plug, Arn, before we get into it and talk a little bit about some stuff that we have available on the site. WrestleCade. Now, I don't know how many of you have been to WrestleCade in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's a big happening. It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. Brock and Arn are going to be there once again this year, the weekend after Thanksgiving. Arn, I decided, me and my best friend growing up, we're going down together, and we're going to be there this year. We haven't been in a few years. Can't wait to see you again, Aaron and Brock. And everyone else as well. But man, it's a happening. It's a place to be, isn't it? It's a big show for you guys.
You got the bug, don't you?
I do. I got it in Charlotte.
Yeah, that was such a well done show, and it was so many talent were there, and it was ran so well. And, people that put it on, Marty and company, did a great job. I knew you were going to catch the bug. This one
I got it.
is awesome.
Yeah, Marty did a great job at the gathering, and then I'm like, and it worked out. It was my buddy's birthday. I'm like, I know he would love to go back down there for our birthday present. So we pulled some strings, put it all together, and he and I are going to make a road trip and go down there. There's some great places to eat down around there too. Don't forget the food.
North Carolina is an awesome state, period. And the wrestling fans in the Carolinas, the old Crockett days, man, they know what we're talking about. It's a definite event.
Yeah. So we'll start promoting that, talking about it on the show here, but book your tickets. They have a lot of great appearances. The team, Tracy and the team, do a great job. And so really looking forward to WrestleCade this year and being there for that. Also, before we get into the questions, again, want to spend as much of this time as we can coming to you for your questions. The Four Horsemen shop. And I know we've talked about it here. I'll put a graphic up on the screen. The official store. Arn owns the trademark. If you're buying merch from the store, you're buying merch from the official trademark holder of the Four Horsemen logo. So you definitely want to check it out. You're going to get stuff not only from the Horseman collection, Arn Anderson collection, as well as some classic t-shirts. But one of the things we want to highlight right now, Arn, is the vault copies of those comic books. Your comic book, every single one of them that we have in stock are autographed by you. That picture there to the bottom left accompanies every autographed copy of the comic book and is shipped to you. And man, I tell you what, orders continue to come in every single week. It's not going to be long, Arn, before these are sold out. And this is it on the hardcovers. Really exciting that we're able to offer these vault copies. But man, really if you're an Arn Anderson fan and don't have this, you need to add it to your collection.
There won't be another one. This is it.
So make sure you check it out, fourhorsemanshop.com. And with all that out of the way, that's the housekeeping. Arn, are you ready to have some fun and get to some fun questions?
Absolutely. Thanks for everybody joining us today. Appreciate you.
I love it. All of our friends are here. I see so many. My goodness. So let's just dig in. I'm going to start at the top. Again, don't forget, you can take advantage of the super chat. Brandy Smith kicks us off for this month's edition of Ask Art Almost Anything. Hi, Double A. It's your friend Brandy here. Are you ready for Georgia football?
You know I am. Have you got any insight as to who the stars are going to be?
Arn's right. He said, I was talking to Arn about Georgia, and he's like, look, I'm not as familiar as I sometimes am with this team. So he's ready to hear from you Georgia fans. Who does he need to be looking out for while he's sitting on the couch this weekend? You were talking about also the big game that's going to be kicking off. What was it? It's Texas and Ohio State.
Yeah, on Saturday. I mean, there's games starting Thursday, I think, Friday. Mm-hmm. The one Saturday blew me away when I saw it. It's Ohio State and Texas. It's two powerhouses. Well, one's a national championship last year, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be what a way to kick off the season.
And Texas can compete in that group of talent. There was going to be some questions when some of the teams moved over, but they can compete.
Somebody said, Mediocre Warrior said, nobody cares about the Sockeyes. So there you go. You know how he feels about Ohio State. Real quick, because I want to get to this. Mediocre Warrior also said, I thought the comic book was sold out. Listen, the hard copies were only available to folks that joined the Kickstarter. The publisher contacted us and said, hey, we have some vault copies that are available to you. And if you want to go, we'll ship them to you. So Arn and I took advantage of the opportunity. So yes, this is it. This is the last offering on the hard copies to answer your question. And then who was it 2 weeks ago that promised to buy them all? Yeah. Where is he? Let me see. Where is our buddy? I'll tell you if he's here. I can't find him. If I see him show up on the chat, I'll know exactly who he is. But I'll be on the lookout for our buddy. He promised at least 5 copies that he was going to purchase, but I didn't see that order come through yet. So thank you for reminding me about that.
And they are signed.
What's that? They are, yeah, for sure. Scott says, early question with football season coming up. I know Arn has dropped the name Ray Donaldson as a former teammate. Was just wondering if he's still in touch and how Ray is doing post-career.
He's taking it easy. Obviously, he's retired. Ray had played, he and I were on the 44 defense, were the middle linebackers for East Rome High School. And man, was he incredible. What a ball player. They moved him to center when he went to Georgia and had a stellar career there, national champions with the Georgia Bulldogs. And then he got drafted, and I think he had 12 years in the NFL. What a stud and a nice guy. Keep in touch.
I was not going to say, do you ever hear from him or?
Well, I do through Bob Moss, who was my best friend in Rome, lived up on the hill. It's like a brother to me. And he kind of gives me messages and lets me know how Ray's doing and all that.
All right. And by the way, the comic book guy I was looking up while you were talking, Rob Hism. So Rob, where are you? We're waiting for your big order to come through. So there you go. Scotty Reed asks us a question that's on the tip of everyone's tongue right now, especially if you're following social media or just the news in general. Early question for Double A. What's your opinion on what happened with Psycho Stu and Raja Jackson? Arn, this is where Quentin Rampage Jackson's son came in the ring, was a little provoked, I guess, earlier on that night, came in and just unleashed a violent beating on this professional wrestler. I don't know what you've seen or heard about it.
I don't know anyone or know of any of those players except for Rampage. I am familiar who and what he is and was, what he meant to UFC. I mean, he's an assassin, so I imagine the kid got some of the same genes and probably has been training since he was a little one. Man, we're in the entertainment industry. Now it's very physical and it's hard enough just to survive in their professional wrestling, much less when you got a guy that's a trained assassin. Nothing or any insult that happened backstage. And like I said, I don't know of anybody. I haven't seen, I don't know any of the people involved. I haven't seen the footage. I didn't even know there was footage available till you told me before we started today that it's online. Nobody's worth beating somebody to death over, man. No, nothing or nobody is worth that. And it just, especially if you did not know it was coming. I mean, there was no chance for the guy to even protect himself in any fashion. And I'm not laying blame on anybody because I don't know what happened.
Right.
Or what set it off. I just think, they both have families. They both have wives/girlfriends, whatever the case may be. And I just think there's a lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff that just should never have happened in the first place.
Yeah, definitely. Should not have happened at all. Arn, we have our first super chat question. And I know I'll just put it up here and ask you. I know you don't necessarily follow every wrestling show week to week, but we have a question from CJ LaChapelle. He says, Arn, what's your opinion on how Bayley has been booked so far this year? In my opinion, she has always been underrated and underutilized. He's a big Bayley fan. I'm loving these split personality promos that she's doing now. Arn, I don't know how much you've seen of this, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on Bayley as a whole.
I haven't seen any of it. I don't watch a lot of wrestling, to be honest with you. Too busy watching other stuff and catching up with other stuff. I know Bayley's a pro. She's, she started a long time ago. She's had an incredible run, WWE. She's one of the veterans that you could put out there with anybody. Green is it doesn't matter how green they are or inexperienced they are. Bayley can get them through a match that makes sense and highly talented. The fans have grown to love her, I think, and that's well deserved because once you get over at the level that veterans do who come in and they get over and they stay and the fans can count on them and kind of more or less just adopt them. she's one of those, and she can do no wrong in the fans' eyes because she's really given her heart and soul to this business. So nothing but kudos.
Man, she's excellent. Can work her ass off, and get it done in the ring. No doubt about it. Big fan of hers. Mediocre Warrior. Go ahead. Were you going to say something?
No, I just said absolutely.
Yeah. Mediocre Warrior. Arn, when you went to WWE to be a backstage agent, did they ever try to get you to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble?
Hell no.
No conversation at all.
Are you kidding me? I couldn't win the Rumble when I was at my peak. Matter of fact, if I remember right, if it's the right show, who eliminated us?
Was it Hogan? Did Hogan take out the
line Tully and me out?
Yeah.
Yep. So not only could I not win the Rumble at my peak when I was at my best, Hogan beat us both. So there you have it.
So they bring you back as agent. Obviously, we know you had the physical condition, so there was no, hey, just go out for 30 seconds and just fall over the top. There was none of that.
No, but I did get a chance to sneak myself down on the Flair Undertaker match.
Yeah,
that I'll hang my hat on indefinitely.
A
guy of that magnitude that was willing to do that for me, positioning wise, at the time, what a pro. What a pro.
Mediocre Warrior also takes this time to make sure that we are both aware. I know that I am, because, I'm on social media, and it was big news around the office. Let's be serious. According to Mediocre Warrior, apparently here that I marked out about this news today, but it was announced that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. Arn, did you hear this news?
I did.
Did you?
Good for them.
That's how big it is when Arn heard it too.
Well, I was watching Entertainment Tonight or one of those shows, Inside Edition. They give you all the scoops. Man, I watch all
TMZ.
Yes, TMZ.
You love the dirt sheet television shows.
Yes.
I love it.
Because you know what? So much of it has a reality ending to most of it. It's not just like it used to be that anybody could throw something out there like it was whatever you want to call it, just hearsay. But most of what they post is accurate.
Man, in my prepubescent years, Mary Hart was the go-to on Entertainment Tonight. God, she had a set of legs on. And I mean, that's where it all started. The Entertainment Tonight TV shows, then the Inside Edition, Current Affair with Maury Povich. I mean, come on. And now it's TMZ dominates.
So you're a Mary Hart fan?
Mary Hart fan. She still sits behind at the Dodgers game. She's still sitting back.
Yes, she does. She got that premier longevity seat.
Yeah, she does.
She's on every pitch.
She is. She's right there. You can still see her. Yep. Yeah,
I was a Mary Hart fan too.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let's see what else mediocre. He rattled off a few, and this one's a fun one. If you had the choice, would you rather come to the ring dressed and dancing like the Freebirds, Alex Wright, or Disco Inferno? Let me spotlight you for this one.
Why don't we just fly Elegante in and put him in that mix?
Oh, man. Dressed and dancing. Picture it. You could be Michael Hayes pointing to Jimmy Jam on the turnbuckle. Alex Wright. I'm not even going to try the next two guys dance. Disco Fever. Come on. So you're out on all of it.
I don't think I could have got those gimmicks over.
No. But you stuck with Aloha Arn. You had Aloha Arn.
That's kind of like dancing a little bit. Like,
okay.
Kinda.
I loved when I showed Erin Aloha Arn, and she laughed. She laughed and loved that. So it made my night.
Yeah, she gets it.
She gets it. Tua says, what's your favorite weather? What's your favorite weather, buddy?
Weather?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love fall.
Yeah.
I love it when it's like a high of, let's say, 58, something like that.
Okay.
Where you put on, light sweater, V-neck, something light. Not cold. But
yeah, like a hoodie. I like hoodie weather, ball cap hoodie, jeans.
Yeah, leather weather.
Yeah.
And where it's like it's just crisp, for lack of a better word. The air is just crisp. You go to, I love Friday night football, high school. Both my boys, I got to watch some of their games, and man, it was just that whole crisp October weather is awesome.
It's also the season of bonfires too. People like to do or turn on the fire pit in the backyard. It's just nice. The evenings are not. It's no humidity, which you and I are both. I know you're over it with the humidity BS.
I used to be able to tolerate 5 hours sitting out on my deck without even any water, no swimming pool around, tanning and stuff. But man, not anymore.
Yeah, that was your gimmick. Pensacola Beach, baby.
Got to put all that shit aside when you get old.
But those days are over.
I don't know when I got old. I don't know when did this happen.
Yeah, what was the year that it all changed for you? Can you
50.
Oh shit, that's scary.
50 thing. I woke up and I had little aches that I didn't even know existed. I'm sure it was mental. Just being 50 and the realization. 50 sounds so much older than 49, don't it?
It does. Hey, listen, the next time you and I get together for one of these Ask Arn Almost Anything, it'll have just passed both of our birthdays.
So we'll have some rhetoric from our birthdays.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll have some stuff to talk about. I think our next show, while we're sitting here talking and shooting is September 9th. And then I think that we're going to end up getting back together because I got to go to work. I got to go to Chicago for a week in September. I think we're going to aim for that final show in September on the 30th, if that's good for you.
9th and the 30th?
9th and the 30th, if those are good days on September for you. But that'll be well past 18th and the 20th. Isn't it crazy that our birthdays are 2 days apart, 2 days within each other? Who would have thought?
World.
Crazy. All right, let's keep going. He's going to write down the dates on the calendar there, and we're going to keep going because I love the questions. And guys, and ladies, if you think of more, keep adding them in. We're having a lot of fun here. Mr. Anderson, CB calls you Mr. Anderson. Do you think Chris Jericho is going back to WWE? And if so, how will it affect AEW?
The only thing I can tell you for sure is the only thing you can count on is you can't count on anything in this business, to be perfectly honest with you. It will not shock me 1 minute if he stays or if he goes. They'll both be beneficial to Chris. I think he's established a credibility with promoters and guys that he's worked with in the past. And, the key in this business, don't burn any bridges on the way out. You can go back to a place again, somewhere down the road. And I think he's very well respected within both companies. So it'll be what's best for his family, I would imagine.
Yeah. And I think too, even though, he's said things on air as he worked for AEW that could be, and I get he was committed to the brand and committed to building it. But at the end of the day, he was loyal to who he was signed with. And I think WWE obviously respects and understand that, but they also respect and understand what he's done for them over the years. And if they see value in someone, they're not going to think twice about bringing him back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. All right. Let's see what else. And his name is TUAA. So I'll just say 2AA. He has another question for you. And it says, Arn, which wrestler's death hurt you the most?
All of them. But Bobby Eaton, definitely the hardest. He was my best friend. Not just in the business, my best friend, period. And
no doubt about it.
Can't say enough nice things about Bobby. But anytime we lose somebody out of our wrestling family, it wakes you up to your own mortality. Because they're usually not in their 80s. And it's not something, wrestlers don't usually die of old age. We beat our bodies half to death. We beat our organs to death. You don't really find that out till you get a little older and realize, man, I've done some damage.
Yeah.
And I know something about that. And it's It's discouraging, but I wouldn't trade one day for anything else in any other occupation. I'm very fortunate to have had the job this long and still be in a position where somebody cares what you say. That's a blessing.
It is. And then you not only that, you think about the guys and gals that you got to work with. Again, you said I got bit by the bug, but it was cool just sitting back in Charlotte by you and seeing the wrestlers that wanted to come over and the talent and just catch up with you and talk to you and what you meant to them. And how many jobs in this world, even all of you that are here, do you get to make an impact on so many people's lives? You will probably never understand, Arn, the impact that you've had on so many people. And you don't know in what way that you've done it. I think it's very positive, and you can hear the people that express it to you when they come by and have you sign, their autograph or have you take a picture with them. But people love you. And I think people have also gotten to know you over the last few years, not only because of the podcast, but they've also gotten to see the kind of man that you are with Brock, husband that you are with Aaron, and it's just increased their fandom of you, which I think has been very cool too. And to your point, how many people in this life get to have that type of impact while they're here on this earth? So it's you're very grateful. And then the experiences, you've been able to meet some people, Lawrence Taylor, some of the people that you got to enjoy watching play sports too. So incredible life.
And I've been fortunate enough to see it. This is my favorite when we do these Comic-Cons and different wrestling shows and stuff, and we're signing autographs. The grandfather that brings his son and then his grandson up, and he's explaining to him, hey, when I was getting out of college, this guy was the deal. Him and his, the Horsemen, they were the deal. You have that 3 generations of passing it on and passing the love of the business on. It just warms your heart. It's awesome.
That's when it sinks in for you, doesn't it, Arn?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. We only pass through life once. We're only on this earth once, and when you can see an adult or a 65-year-old or an 8-year-old, and you're all having the same conversation, and the 8-year-old is doing this, it means that his dad or granddad showed him and told him what it meant, because he's smiling. He's not doing it because he had to. He's having a good time with it.
I'm grateful too, the age in which we live. We now have, it's just a one click of a button to go to YouTube. And now we can go to the WCW channel. By the way, I just did it a week ago and was watching Bash 85, Bash 86. These are Arn's early days, tag teaming with Ole and wrestling. And we can literally go back and watch your entire career now at click of buttons, pushing into apps, which I think is so cool. So that's why you got that 8-year-old. That's why you're able to have that 10-year-old and 15-year-old, things like that we never had as kids, but now are available. And so the longevity, a lot of times, especially with the youth, is Pop and Dad. They're taking us back on that journey and showing it. Hey, these were when it was really good, son, grandson, and they get to enjoy you, and then they get to meet you, and it's so cool.
Well, I feel like I'm the fortunate one. I'm the one that's lucky and fortunate enough to meet them. So.
Yeah. That's awesome. We have another super chat that came in from John Falsetta. Thank you so much, John. We'll throw it up on the screen. He said, Arn, Paul, love the show. You guys are the best. John, thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate you. He said, Arn, gun to your head. You have to pick one. Who wins in a street fight, Meng versus Ron Simmons?
No disrespect to Ron. Meng is still the world champion.
Yeah. But it would be a hell of a fight to watch.
Yeah, he's at a different level. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He is, and he's a good friend of mine, and I do not say this in any negative connotation. He's an animal. Different level animal.
I trust you, and I never want to find out.
I have no reservation about putting him over that strong.
There you go. The boss is back. We're transitioning over to food, it looks like. Arn, last episode, there was a lot of sweet talk about Hershey bars. I was wondering if you've ever been to Hershey Park itself in Pennsylvania. You get to create your own candy bar, among other things. Arn, have you ever been to Hershey Park, Chocolate World, any of that?
Many times
Okay.
because the factory was right out close to the arena where we worked, and you
Okay.
could smell that chocolate, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was thick. I mean, thick.
I love it thick.
I mean, nothing like chocolate cooking. You could just tell it was, I mean, God almighty.
Someone's in there with a big ladle just stirring that thick
Oh,
chocolate.
yeah. Yes.
It's a little inside. It's 45 minutes to 50 minutes from my house, Hershey.
You ever just go there and ride around and smell out the window?
Just smell, man. But you're right. It is so, you get in that area. I got to watch my son play basketball his senior year at the Giant Center right there in Hershey. But man, you talk about walking into Hershey Chocolate World and then the gift store afterwards and seeing chocolate bars the size of your head. I mean, that's next
Okay.
level.
Now, last time I think I asked, and I was wanting to get a response on our next show.
Oh no.
Did anybody figure out that the Hershey bars with the almonds is a better quality chocolate than without? It's not that it's not good. It's just not. There's something about the ones with the almonds. It's a creamier,
Smoother.
chocolate.
Yeah, you said a creamier. That's what you said.
Anybody agree with that?
I saw some YouTube comments. People on YouTube that watched the show later agreed. And then I saw and live comments where folks agreed with it. We'll see if they chime in here as the show goes too. But I did see some people that agreed with you. I think the next time, like one of our shows, we should do a live taste test. Like we'll get one regular bar and an almond bar, and we'll just each take a bite and we'll break it down right here live on air.
I already know the finish.
Do you? All right. So
I know I know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well,
this comes from years. You got to remember now, I've been eating Hershey bars for years.
We'll do it in our October Ask Arn Almost Anything. That'll be around Halloween. The Hershey bar special.
Okay.
All right.
We'll save it for that.
The boss says, love the new opening. CG, my buddy Charlie. Arn and Paul, great to be with you this evening. Love the video opening package. Daisy Mama, good evening, dear Arn family. Go ahead.
No, me too. I loved it too.
Chris Orlando, great show as always, guys. Arn, do you have a favorite cage match that you competed in or watched during your career? Favorite cage match?
Yeah, the Ole and Arn against the Rock and Roll Express, pay-per-view, Greensboro, North Carolina.
That was the Starrcade.
Starrcade it was.
Yep. I believe it was Starrcade 86.
I think so.
Yeah.
And
correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty
those guys were so over. It was just like unbelievable. It was like the reactions from the fans. And the little caveat that made it unique is the Rock and Roll Express were the champions going into the match.
Yeah.
Normally in a cage match, it's where the bad guys get trapped in a cage and get pounded because of all the dirty deeds they've done. But they're usually the champions, and you're pulling for the baby faces to win the match. Well, we were too, but and when it was all said and done, they stayed champions. So it was a different story than you usually get.
You listen, and Andrew, thank you. Our research guy confirmed it was Starrcade 86. If you haven't watched it lately, go back and watch it. That's the match of the week here on Ask Arn Almost Anything. Go back and watch that cage match. Arn and Ole against the Rock and Roll Express.
I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Love it. All right, let's see what else we got. I've been scrolling through the comments, and I want to make sure I'm trying to stay in order as much as I possibly can. Let's see here. Where was I? Daisy's doing great. Maurice Fisher. Oh, Ryan Nodal says, Paul, I have to say Bubba Chandler looks good. Ryan, I hope he continues to look good, man. Pitching prospect for the Pirates that they just called up, and good Lord, we know we need every prospect that we have to come up and do good things. Let's see here. Oh, CB, Mr. Anderson, what do you think about what Mr. and you've talked about this before, but again, we'll touch on it here. What Buff Bagwell has been going through and the humble, brave way he has handled it.
Haven't seen his reaction to anything, but I can tell you it almost has gotten lost in the shuffle with all the Hogan stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would be able to be positive at all once the reality hit that I'd lost one of my legs, and Marcus is a guy that his whole life, he was a body guy. Body guys have different mentality, to have looked like he looked and say you can put Lex Luger in that same bucket. When you have guys that look so much better than everybody else, and now you're dealing with something of that nature, that no matter what you do, you're never going to be the same again. That's kind of what that does to your mental outlook. I can't even imagine. So if he's able to stay positive and get some, different vibes going, if only for himself, good. I wish him nothing but the best.
Very well said. Appreciate you sharing that, Arn, and thanks for the question. Let's continue on. Large 23 says, this is my first time making it to a live show. Large 23, welcome. We hope you're enjoying it, my friend.
Absolutely. How are we doing so far?
Yeah. Tell us what you think. Do you like it? Are you coming back to join us around the virtual living room? Daisy Mama. She says, hey, Arn, I know some guys have a preferred referee. Did you have one? And is there a newer one who wasn't refereeing when you were wrestling that you would like if you were still in the ring? So did you have a preferred or favorite referee in your career? And is there a newer one that you admire?
Tommy Young was a really good referee, had a lot of energy, and he was at a time that a lot of shows, he would be the only referee. Once when it was Jim Crockett, there was a lot of shows that there would just be one referee there. Then Earl Hebner came along. He was an excellent referee and gave Tommy a little bit of a break. Nick Patrick was an excellent referee. Charles Robinson, excellent referee. Mike Chioda. I'm sure there's a bunch of guys that I'm leaving out, but most people don't realize how important a referee is in a match, because it's real easy. Once you're in there, I've done a couple of guest spots as guest referees, and you end up, unless you're, stay aware of everything, you start watching the match and you forget you're the referee. And you just start watching the match and getting into the match, and it's one of those deals you got to pay attention. Now, Randy Anderson was my buddy.
That's right.
We broke in the business the same time. And I was able to spend quite a few years, same company as Pee Wee. Plus, we were really good friends. God bless him. He left us too soon, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one. I love it. And sometimes, Arn, these are the guys and gals that are the glue to hold some of these matches together, especially if somebody's bell been rung, forgetting spot, whatever. They're communicating with folks in the back. They're vital to sometimes making this whole thing work. Yeah,
they're absolutely necessary that they be clear-headed, smart about the business, recognize when somebody gets hurt, get control of the situation, make sure it doesn't go any further where somebody could possibly get, hurt way worse if a guy moves him. So it's more than just walking around and watching the match. That's for sure.
Love that you mentioned Mike Chioda. My buddy Efren is a huge fan of his. Great referee. I want to transition to Maurice Fisher, who says, Mr. Anderson, can you share some good times that you had with Mr. Bob Caudle?
Who?
Bob Caudle.
Oh, Bob Caudle. He was everybody loved Bob. He was like everybody's grandfather. He just was such a nice man, such a warm man. He was such a professional. And he was just a guy that when he walked in the room, you felt like one of your friend's grandfather had walked in, and You felt good about it. He made the room light up.
He's I got to meet, speaking of WrestleCade, I got to finally meet Bob Caudle a few years ago at WrestleCade. What a kind, nice man.
It just comes across, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
you
he's
get
just
it.
very kind. Nice man, just like sitting down talking to my grandfather type. Just great man. But he was the voice of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling and all those awesome promos.
Hey,
There's Smokey. Smokey's here.
We got a visitor. Come here, Smoke. Come here. Now he came over and interrupted us. Now
is he going to make a run in?
He's playing that game and not letting me pick him up.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
I think he needs to go out.
All right. Are you the only one in the house?
He'll have to wait.
Okay.
Aaron's upstairs. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Oh, good. All right. Let's continue on. Darth Payne, our buddy's here with us this week. Guys, great to see you again. Glad to have you here, Darth. Harlem Heat versus Butch Reed and Ron Simmons. Who wins besides the fans, obviously? So Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray and Booker T versus Butch Reed and Ron Simmons. Doom.
Wow. Did that ever happen?
No, but my goodness. I mean, not that I can recall. I'll say that.
I'd buy a ticket to see that one.
Hell yeah.
Smokey, cool it. Hold on, folks.
Smokey, we'll hold on. Smokey might have an opinion on that match. Arn's getting ready to give Smokey the spine buster, I think, ladies and gentlemen. So let's give this a second here. Continue funneling the questions. This is great. Oh, here comes Smokey. I love it.
There's Smokey.
There's Smokey. Let me zoom in. Go ahead.
That's my buddy. You know, you're disrupting the show, don't you? Thank God we got a good family situation here where I think they'll forgive you. But
that dog, talk about a nice head of hair on that dog. Look at that dog. He's got a
7 pounds. All 7 pounds.
7 pounds. Smokey Anderson is what they call him.
He's my youngest baby. That's for sure.
Smokey Anderson, does he have his own finishing move? What's that look like?
Yeah, he'll bite the shit out of you. If he don't want to be picked up and you go to pick him up, he will bite the crap out of you.
Okay. So he's old fashioned. He's like Buzz Sawyer.
He's a better human being than Buzz was.
That's awesome. Oh, it's so good. Smokey, come back and join us anytime. You're welcome on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Smokey Anderson.
Okay. You're out of here.
The real enforcer in the Anderson household.
Thanks for your patience, folks.
Oh, it's all good. It makes the show even more fun. You never know what's going to happen. Let's see. Darth Payne says JCP was the best time. You got that right, Darth Payne. Let's see. Ryan. Yes, we did hear about the Rampage Jackson deal. We talked about that a little bit. Let's see. Arn is truly the Tokyo Teens, a living legend. In his prime, he was absolutely brutal. But why, has a question. How much of the matches were scripted, taking nothing away from the sport? Much respect. Now, I guess they're asking scripted versus called in the ring. I'm going to give that distinction.
In those days, you were on separate ends of the building in your locker room. So you didn't have an opportunity to talk to anybody. It was all ad-lib, every bit of it. All you would get is just a couple of key points from the referee who would carry the information back and forth if there was something that needed to be talked about in advance. Otherwise, it was a ad-lib business. And I can tell you that with no
reservations.
Thank you.
Yep.
So, and as you see, I'm sitting here looking like a pile of sticks, all broken. It ain't nothing fake about it, for sure.
Oh man, you are still the king of one-liners. CG said, appreciate you, Arn and Paul. It's a thrill to get to speak to you both every other week. Never thought I'd be talking to one of my childhood favorites. That's the beauty of what we do here. People get to interact with you. I know I'm the vehicle of it, but these folks get to interact with you and ask you basically anything you want, almost anything. And it's such a great time. I'm glad that you're having a good time, CG. Ryan said, Paul, I appreciate you drinking Mr. Beast's ghost drink and not that awful prime drink. Listen, this is like my son has all these, and I thought, let me try one tonight. I like to have one energy drink before I start the show just to get me going. And this flavor, Arn, cherry limeade. I don't know if you're allowed to have this shit. It's sugar free, but man, it's really got me going here. It's good stuff.
Who makes it?
It's Ghost. We're not an advertiser for him. I don't know if I'll get blocked on YouTube or a strike or something, but man, it's good.
If you like the taste of it, that's half of it.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Arn, Daisy Mama, my husband wants to know if you are coming back to West Virginia anytime soon.
Love to.
No plans at the moment, but would love to.
Yep, no plans at the moment. I did get Beckley was here a while back, first of the summer, June.
Feels like that's an annual. That's been annual, like the last.
That's another damn good show, man. I mean, for an independent show, it is packed out. You know, I don't know exact numbers, but it's.
Maybe I have to start. Since I got the bug, maybe I'll have to look into the Beckley show next year too.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope I get invited back as well. It's about 200 miles from Charlotte. That's an easy up and back.
Okay.
Great wrestling fans up there, man. They are from the old school.
Andrew Hermes, he chimes in, research guy. Arch Manning in the horseshoe is a better storyline than anything you'll see in wrestling this week. He's not wrong.
What is it?
Arch Manning, the Texas quarterback.
Okay, Arch Manning.
Yeah, in the horseshoe, Ohio State Stadium is a better storyline than anything you'll see in wrestling this week. Just that matchup.
That's huge. Yeah. You know, I tried to remember opening up the season with anything that strong, and I don't ever remember a matchup like that. Don't be surprised if Texas upsets them.
Yeah,
it won't surprise me either way.
I love the open to this question. I can't wait for you to hear it from our good friend, the Mediocre Warrior. Since you're at that age, Arn, how upset are you about the change of the Cracker Barrel logo? Since you're at that age.
I think somebody has got too much time on their hands.
Since you're a pop-up, how do you feel about the Cracker Barrel logo change?
I don't know what the reasoning was to change it. And I don't know what to me, it just, it looks bland.
Yeah. We're Uncle Herschel. They took Uncle Herschel off. Now
that's
Uncle
my only drop about it. They just dumbed it down to where it was like somebody was trying to save money on the artist or something.
I love it.
I don't know why else they would do it. And it wasn't broke.
Fix it.
If you like milk gravy and you like chicken fried steak, that's your place. Smokey, cool it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, listen, the Uncle Herschel's pancake breakfast isn't bad. And you know what else I like? Their not tater tot casserole, hash brown casserole with the cheese in it.
Yes.
Come on.
Imagine you get a good omelet there. I haven't had one, but because I usually eat lunch.
Well, their biscuits and sawmill gravy, to your point, aren't bad either for a change.
Yeah.
They're going to do it in a pinch. All right, now that we're all hungry, and Smokey, I think, is getting in on this one. He wants some Cracker Barrel biscuits. Smokey Anderson. Let's see what else we got here.
He's wanting out, and I can't let him go out because he'll take off over to neighbors and dump in their yard.
Oh no!
So we're stuck with it for a few more minutes.
Yeah, what do we got? We got 10 minutes left. Do you want to call Aaron or no? It's totally up to you. We're live. You can do whatever you want.
Do I want to what?
Give her a call, Aaron, and say, "Hey, Smokey's trying to get out of the house," or do you not have your phone?
Got it right here.
See, this is good stuff. This is where you get.
This is live,
real live stuff right here, real life. So this is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Arn's going to call Aaron right here, live on the air. Say we got a Smokey problem.
Hey,
y'all done?
Smokey is down here demanding that I let him out. He's been on the show twice already.
Are you still on the show?
Yeah, we just got
Yeah, so you're live on the air,
10
Aaron.
minutes, and you're live on the air too. So you want to come get him and let him go out?
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Okay,
Oh my word, this is so fun.
folks. I'm sorry. This
No,
is
don't you
this
dare.
is the excitement for the Anderson household.
This is real life. This is what people love to see. They love to see the peek behind the curtain. And you're giving it to them with Smokey Anderson.
Okay, he just
All right.
went out in the front yard. He's such a snob. All our neighbors have got dogs just about, and they're walking up and down the street in front of our house. And he's a snob. He don't put them over. He don't try to sniff their butt. He don't try any of that stuff.
He doesn't put the neighbors over. I love that
No,
line.
he
I
does
love when
not.
you talk real life with wrestling terms.
I mean, it's the truth. He's just a snob.
Yeah. Daisy Mama said, Arn, my husband said if you grow out your beard, you could be Santa Claus. Arn, what's your reaction to that?
I'm honored.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, should I dye it?
What do you think? No, I think you keep it like that and maybe start to grow it out thicker as we hit closer.
No thicker. If the shit's getting in my mouth, what would happen?
You could keep it trimmed around your outline around your lips and just let this all get in nice and full.
I've always kept it kind of close. So
I know.
If nobody's offended, I'll keep it.
All right. Nice and tight.
All right.
You're going to keep it nice and tight. That beard nice and tight to the face, not all big and bushy. All right, here we go. We got a couple questions. All right, here we go. Super chats on the way. Instagram or wrestling historian. Who did you want to wrestle in WCW that you didn't?
Who did I wrestle at WCW that I didn't get a chance to?
Yeah.
Huh.
By the way, you know, it just went, or we celebrated on social media, was your the anniversary of your retirement speech where you gave Kurt Hennig your spot. Man, a lot of comments, a lot of retweets, that got a ton of traction, man. People still love that to this day.
He's probably the one that got away too that I would love to have wrestled.
I think that's why that took me right to him.
Yeah, you're right. He was so different. His style was different from everybody else. His move set was different. Everything was different, and very unique, and just an interesting character all the way around.
Even behind the scenes too, right?
Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah. Another super chat from our good friend, always supporting us with super chats every time he's on, Michael Jensen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. He said, glad I caught the end of the show. Is there a move that you saw someone do and thought, I wish I thought of that? Or is the spine buster that move?
You know, there's so many things that I just couldn't do because of lack of talent. Virtually everything I saw that came off the top and was actually executed properly and safely, I would think to myself, God, I wish I could do that. And I'd go think about it another second or two and go, nah, probably not.
Oh man, Arn, I tell you, I
never threw one drop kick.
I know,
but one.
It's okay. The fact that you had the career longevity that you did without throwing a drop kick. I mean, come on. That just shows you how good you were at, you were at what you did and your character.
My way of explaining what my style is, I was infantry. Some people were high flyers. I was a grunt. I was down in the trenches. And I tried to slow it down to, if I was going to grab a guy's thumb and bend it back, I wanted you to have the opportunity, if you're sitting home on TV, to see that. That would get passed over if you grab it and moved on. That was what my style was.
There you go.
I was a grunt.
I'm now down to the part where I'm just catching up, by the way. So many great questions for this episode, but they're all starting to comment on Smokey. Smokey, you are too cute, from Daniel Thompson. This is the best run-in ever. Go Smokey, from Daisy Mama. Smokey looks so cool, from Darth Payne. The mediocre warrior. In 2 weeks, Smokey will be filling in for Arn. Ryan says Smokey t-shirts in the near future. Smokey's over.
He'll probably be hard to do business with.
He wants too big of a cut.
He'll hold us up.
He'll hold us hostage.
Oh, let's leave him out of the negotiations.
I love it. I love it. Let's see. Darth Payne, does Double A have the last match with the Midnights on DVD? Him making fun of Stan Lane in the match with the dancing was legendary. Do you remember doing that?
My head was somewhere else. That was my last shot, right?
Darth, if you got a clip or anything you can send me on social, hit me up. I'd love to see that, relive it. Maybe we'll figure out a way to show it on the show. The damn YouTube and all their rules probably can't, but I want to see it. Burn the Artist. Arn, watching some of the WCW library on YouTube lately, just talked about it. I don't think I appreciated Manny Fernandez back in the day. He seemed like a pro's pro. Any members of his take on his as a performer?
I haven't seen Manny very often over the last 20 years, but here and there. And I talked to him in the Charlotte show that we just did. Went over, there was a little bit of a break in the action. I went over and I just told him point blank. I just said, I enjoyed working with you about as much as I did anybody else in the business. And we brought the best out in each other. It was snug. It was more of a fist fight than it was a wrestling match. And he brought the best out of me, and I hope I brought the best out of him.
Listen, that was one of the cool things of going to Charlotte. Catty corner to your table was Raging Bull Manny Fernandez. And so I just got to walk over to him. You've seen that program, that old program that I had. And he was in it and was able to get him to sign it. But yeah, that's one of the cool things, guys and gals. If you get to come to these events, is especially that one, the Gathering. It's Crockett heavy, Arn. Crockett heavy. And if you're a fan of those days, it's a celebration of those years. Yeah, it is so much fun. Brandy Smith said, Arn, will you be in the middle of Georgia anytime soon?
Middle of Georgia. There is I don't know, I've gotten it written down, but Brock and I are going down somewhere outside of Atlanta coming up, and I think it's November or October.
Maybe prior to WrestleCade?
Maybe. Okay, got it. Believe it or not, November the 22nd. Thomaston, Georgia.
There you go. So that's the weekend before WrestleCade.
Yeah. We'll shoot down there. We'll be there. Thomaston, Georgia.
Thomaston, Georgia.
22nd. Yeah.
There you go, Brandy. So check it out.
Please come by and say hello.
Saturday.
Love to meet you in person.
Mediocre Warrior wants to know, did you ever go one-on-one with Ricky Steamboat? I remember a bunch of tag matches, but he doesn't remember a singles match with you and Ricky.
I'm sure I did, but I can't pick it out and say, okay, it was this date in this town, but I can't imagine that I didn't, but it might've been all tags. It could have been him and Dustin.
Pops out in my mind.
I'm sure in the live events that weren't televised, I did. Maybe not on TV.
Yeah, that's what Andrew just said. Probably in house shows, but nothing televised.
Can't imagine I escaped that without getting to wrestle Ricky. That's a bucket list.
This has been fantastic. We'll wrap it up with one more question. It's Charles, and he said, could Crockett compete in today's wrestling market?
If he had the crew that he had then, he could.
Yeah, the talent.
Because, it's in those days, everybody that had a full-time job with one of those companies could work. You couldn't get a job if you didn't work. and being in shape and all that and having a good gimmick and being able to talk. Those were all components that were necessary too. But the main thing was if you wanted to be a part of a crew, you had to be able to work.
With the talent that you had, I don't know how TV would work. You know what? When we talk about AML, it kind of reminds me of a Crockett style territory,
Yep.
all good stuff. Absolutely. He could think 85 and 86, best array of talent all around from Andrew. Dusty with the vision to make movies. There you go. Arn, we're going to be back Tuesday, September 9th, all things April 1996. Arn's going to be tangling with Hogan. Flair loses the gold to the Giant, and the seeds of the NWO are being planted. You don't want to miss it. Join us 6 p.m. Eastern time again, Tuesday, September 9th. In the meantime, to all of our friends here in the United States, we hope you have a great Labor Day. Arn got a big 3-day weekend coming up. A lot of us here in the States are going to be off work. Everybody loved the Smokey run-in, the cutest run-in ever. If we're doing the Hershey almond shows, we have to do a Waffle House show as well. We'll see. Arn, I feel like if we ever did bonus content, it would have to be all around food. Like
I'd be all right. I don't mind talking about food. I like to eat.
I think what I'm going to try to do too is if I do end up coming to some of these events with you or being there with you, I'm going to bring my little phone and microphone gimmick, and we'll try to do some stuff live together. Not real long, but just short clips that we can start posting on our channel just to give back a little bit more to everybody and show some of the stuff that happens on the road. Brock mentioned it when we were there in Charlotte, and I was like, man, I should have brought some of my audio gear while we were sitting at the table. We could have done some fun stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a winner.
I would love that. Hey, guys and gals, thank you so much for being here with us this week. It's because of you that we're able to do this show and keep it going here on YouTube. Arn, I appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself this week.
I sure did. I appreciate everybody and appreciate your patience with Smokey.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. It's just, hey, it's a different layer. It's something different. It was fun. And we got to meet little Smokey Anderson. So a lot of fun. Listen, on behalf of my man, the Enforcer, my tag team partner, Arn Anderson, this is Paul Bromwell. We'll see you right back here in 2 weeks, September 9th on Arn